What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division video. Hopefully today's audio is not fucked up, because yesterday's, I don't know what happened with it. I put it in the rendering system, and when it started rendering, it did something with the audio and just like made it super quiet for some reason. At least for me it was. But yeah, guys, this is going to be a follow-up video. Like I said yesterday, they were going to be posting basically like the full patch notes of everything that they might have missed, or some things that we might not have caught in the stream. And it goes into a little bit more detail, as well as there was quite a bit of stuff that they didn't really talk about. A lot of gear set changes and whatnot, weapon changes and whatnot. So it's going to be a long one, guys. Get your popcorn ready, get ready. It's going to be better than reading this whole freaking 3-page goddamn paper that they put on here. And I'm summing it up on everything for you guys, and hopefully less than 10 minutes, hopefully maybe around 10 minutes. If I don't go over, then I'd be pretty happy with myself. If I do, nothing changes. I always go over. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, as well as smash that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, as well as comment down below. Once again, anything that I missed, if you guys think that I missed something, or as well as anything that you guys are happy about that they're going to be changing, because there are actually quite a few things that I'm extremely happy about, but there are some things that I am kind of disappointed about as well. Yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about, and first off, I'm going to try not to say anything that I've already talked about, so hopefully you guys can not get too mad about me on that one. But first off, starting with Dark Zone North, obviously we have Dark Zone 7, 8, and 9. But I didn't really go much into detail yesterday about it. Basically, they're going to be adding a lot of vertical space, things like rooftops, underground locations, and like I said yesterday, this is physically basically doubled in playable size for the Dark Zone, obviously. Next, going on to also for these 3 new Dark Zones being added as well. There's going to be new landmarks, and they have multiple waves of enemies spawning when you've killed the initial, NPC enemies that spawned on that landmark or whatever landmark you're at. Clearing these landmarks will now award you with additional loot placed directly into your inventory, bypassing the need of extracting. So I think that's pretty cool. It's sort of like getting a supply drop in the Dark Zone. You don't have to extract anymore when you kill the boss or whatever is spawning there at the very end. It just straight up goes right to your inventory. So I thought that was pretty cool. Next, it says new contamination events have been added to the Dark Zone. Roughly every hour, elite cleaners will be spawned into the Dark Zone underground. Contamination in those areas will reach lethal levels, so your virus filter will not be able to resist it. Also, I thought this was really cool. I was not expecting them to add this, but we are actually going to be getting a new difficulty for missions and whatnot. But if you guys are wondering what it's called, it is called Legendary Difficulty. It rewards you with unique vanity items that are not available elsewhere in the game, on top of the regular rewards. And also, I wasn't really too... I knew they were gonna do something to the named weapons. I didn't know they were gonna like change the the variant it's under, but they did actually change a lot about named weapons. And it now says that named weapons and named gear sets have also been giving their own types. So they are now called exotics. Before they were just called like high-end named weapons or high-end named gear sets. Now they're just called straight up exotics. Like, I think that's like stolen straight off Destiny. I could be wrong, but they're gonna be called exotics now. And also, they did say that parts of the weapons are going to have a cosmetic change, so that means the weapons are going to look a little bit different than they did before, as well as they now have their own color coding to make them stand apart from other regular high-end weapons that you might have in your inventory when they drop from enemies. Each of these items also have received a flavor and lore context from their descriptions. I have no idea what that means. You guys might tell me in the comments below if you guys know. Also, it says... named gear pieces and weapons are now called exotics, given their... I already said that, I'm retarded. Exotic weapons have been given their own unique talents, as well as they also have a retroactive... I don't really know what that means. Exotic weapon sets has also been introduced. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm guessing that's going to be like there's variants of different weapons, I'm assuming. As well as it says, exotic caches are now available as weekly rewards from legendary difficulty missions. I'm going to go to the gear sets in just a few minutes. I want to hold out on that. Some of the things that they did actually sort of nerf or maybe change. It says hipfire stability while moving has been decreased, and a new hipfire camera has been added. So that's a really big change. I know if you guys are on PC, hipfiring is like insanely OP. So it means they kind of nerfed that, and they changed the camera view that you're going to get when you're doing that as well. It also looks like they changed the damage gap between body damage and headshots, so that's been lowered as well. So it did look as if they did change a few things with armor. This is going to probably be a really major change in the game because people's armor mitigation is not going to be as high, and their max is going to probably most likely be changed. But they did actually focus a lot on armor no longer being a major attribute. So if you guys don't understand what I'm saying right here, basically when you get a chest piece or something, it has like the pre-armor already on it, like 900 or like 1300 or 1500 armor already on it. Before in 1.5, well, still in 1.5, you could re-roll one of the major attributes and take like health on kill off or something, or skill power, and re-roll it with more armor on it. That's no longer a thing. You can no longer re-roll armor to get more armor. So I'm not really sure what the max armor is going to be. We'll have to wait and see as the PTS or just generally update comes closer to us. But going next onto a Technician's Authority buff. It appears that only your buff only appears after a skill is used, so I'm not really sure. I didn't really use Technician's Authority, so I don't really know what was changed from it, to be honest with you. But also it says the frontline 4-piece no longer removes critical hit chance. Instead, it removes the effect of any mods you have applied to the station. Wow. That's actually pretty crazy of a change. I didn't think they'd actually make it that like that. So now that Gearset might not actually be that worthless. It might actually be worth using for maybe having 1 or 2 people using your group as sort of like a decoy. And it says also the Reclaimer set focuses on support station only. The 4-piece bonus activates all support station mods simultaneously. It no longer has an effect on consumables. So that's actually pretty good. That'd be really. I think Reclaimer is going to be a really good gear set for like running incursion stuff. I think I could be wrong, but that sounds like it's going to be really good for everything, to be honest. And the big one, the big nerf that everyone wanted to hear about, and that is the Alphabridge 4-piece nerf. You guys are gonna absolutely shit your pants when you see what they nerfed, and I think it's gonna basically make the gear set worthless. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking use it. DPS is gonna go down the drain with this build. But before with Alphabridge, you had 6 active talents on your gun. If you had all the stuff to be ability, or all the ability for them to be active, you could have 6 active talents at one time. And now 4-piece bonus now shares only the free talent from each of your weapons instead of all 3. Just take that in for a second. So instead of getting 6 active talents on your weapon with Alphabridge, you are now only to be getting 2. Yes, that is correct. It is gonna be going from 6 talents from 2. If I had to be the one to say it, I will probably say that that's probably worthless. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. And also, I had to throw this in there. Everyone just start fucking clapping, please. They definitely threw this in there because a lot of people were crying about the movement on this game, and I'm one of those people. But they did actually implement a 1-second delay before you can roll again, like combat rolling when you're diving and flying in circles. They actually implemented a 1-second delay in between every single roll. I would have liked it to be a little bit more than 1 second, to be honest. I'd like it to be maybe 2.5, but I don't work for the game, so maybe I'm just wrong. As well as said, they removed the reloading while sprinting. It says medkits can now be used at full health to remove certain status effects. I think that's pretty cool. So if someone hits you with like a strikers or sentry hit, you can use a medkit and it'll remove it. So I think that's pretty cool. It also says the rejuvenated talent has now been changed to give additional resistance to status effect. That's kind of gay. I'm pretty sure rejuvenated like overhealed you or something. Says also adrenaline no longer gives an additional overheal from medkits. Instead, it'll give a heal over time. Oh well, I'm never using adrenaline anymore. And it also says your enemy's health bar will now flash whenever. Oh, that's really cool. I think that's really cool. Now, I mean, you can hear them use a medkit before, but now it just actually gives you like a flash when someone uses it. So I think that's really cool. In survival, that'll be pretty helpful for when someone doesn't have any medkits. You'll know. Also, it says survivability talents like on the move, battle buddy, and critical hit have seen some balancing changes. Well, sounds like they're not going to be godly anymore. Critical save and battle buddy were the big ones that everyone always used. So it looks like we're going to be getting some changes from that as well. Quickly talking about unlimited recalibration has been introduced. The price increases each time, capping out at 5 recalibrate. Okay, well, it looks like. Oh, actually, I read that wrong in my head. That's actually really good. So now you're not going to be like me, spending trillions of fucking credits trying to recalibrate to get like 3 more max armor. I think that's really cool. That helps out people like me a lot. I'm really happy that they finally decided to add that in. No longer will we be paying 5 million credits to reroll for a higher assault rifle damage on a pair of gloves. So I think that's really, really cool that they finally decided to implement that. I have a few things left to say. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, guys, there's some stuff that I really just didn't think that it was worth putting in the video or putting in my notes. So if you guys want to go check out the full thing, it'll be in the link in the description. But we do have a few things left to talk about. I was surprised they didn't put in any weapon, like actually Nerf that they're going to be doing. I'm assuming they're not going to be doing very much by the looks of it, considering they were talking about how assault rifles, if you have an LVOA or you have a M4, make sure you don't deconstruct it, keep it, because it's still going to be good. So from the looks of what they were talking about yesterday's stream, it doesn't look as if they're going to be doing very many changes. So going back to the things that they changed, it also says that helping civilians rewards intel. Pretty cool. Not a big change, but it's pretty cool. It also says high-end pistols and survival no longer cost division tech. All fucking time. Not that I use pistols anyways, or got high-end pistols. It also says scavenger boxes now scale with world tier. It's pretty, I like that. Also says some item prices have been tweaked. Not really sure what that means. Maybe some named weapons or something underground, or just weapons in general. And then also the in-game store is being added. So if you guys don't know what the in-game store is going to be, essentially they're going to be adding a new currency and extending the range of items to purchase from the special gear vendor, including emotes, weapon skins, and vanity items. I've only seen one emote that they added, and it was like a person dancing or something. And I think I may have seen another video or like a little GIF of someone like dropping a mic. I'm not really sure how they're gonna work or how you're gonna use them. I think you might like be replacing them like in your little like D-pad notions or whatever, but I'm not sure how they're gonna work exactly. But like I said, it's gonna be like completely new in-game store. I'm not really sure how the currency is gonna be earned. I couldn't tell you guys that right now. But it's gonna be things like skins for your weapons, taunts. I'm assuming it's gonna probably be like new clothes or something. So maybe like new boots, new shirts. New hats and stuff like that. It's going to be like cosmetic stuff, like I said before. Once again, I don't know how to get this stuff. We'll have to wait and find out later. But that's basically everything, guys. Like I said before, I'll put the link in the description to like the full, like I think it's like 4-page worth of stuff. Some of the stuff, like I said before, is stuff that they talked about in yesterday's stream. So I just went through and picked out stuff that I might have missed, or I didn't hear them talk about, or I didn't talk about in the video. So yeah, guys, that is basically like the extended list of the 1.6 patch notes, I guess you can call it. It's probably not the full patch notes yet. We'll get it probably closer to when the PTS is active. But yeah, guys, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, I hope you guys are happy with some of the changes they're making. I know I'm extremely happy with most of the changes they're making in the game. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care.